Go around this clockwise, like a meeting hall. This doesn't look very Krug. Oh yeah, it's not Kruggy, is it? It's a dwarven place that Krugs have overtaken. So this is like sort of this game's equivalent of sort of you know, taking back Gnomeregan or whatever. Oh shit! God damn. Well, let's quick load. Wasn't being careful enough. Dude, the absolute thrashing that happens when they just run up on one hit. It's great to see. First, before we go into that big hall... Oh, wrong button. Let's run down this way and just see what's this way. Because I ran down the big hallway first last time. So this lower part at least is a nice easy dead end. Oh, nice ring. Summon Kimagramel, what the hell? Flame is fire. Oh yeah, boy. And he can now use these, that's cool. And then I need to find out what ring was. Adds one to ranged skill. Okay, that's just going on him then. Oh, why is he all the way over there? Come on, bud. Hopping over here. Then let's 5 defense, 44 defense, and give him the good old mace. I remember this mace. Like when I saw this mace, I immediately knew it would be good, just because, like, you know, my childhood mind just like popped up and just remembered that. Like my brain was just like, they are good. What the fuck? Where was he? Why was he in the firing line? I was not concentrating hard enough yet again. I think it's what happens is when I misclick next to people, right? Like when I misclick next to someone, then he runs next to them because there's nothing for him to do, like, combat wise. Seems like there's a ton of stuff over here. I've got a feeling that this isn't the dead end, so I'm gonna go back to the other way. This is a big old place to explore. It's interesting. He's try and speak on game design a little bit, as I used to love to do on my my original channel. Doing this, it's interesting looking at this and thinking of like how this sort of thing might be done differently today, because like I very much doubt that today they would make levels so big. But rather than, you know, do the typical sort of like, you know, dumb gamer thing of being like, oh, games were better in the old days, nostalgia glasses or whatever. Like, why actually is that? Like, why are these sort of big, awesome places not made as much? And I think it sort of comes down to a bit of like efficiency of content, as it were. Like, this is really cool and I'm really enjoying just like running around this and like exploring all these different cool bits of art and stuff, but like there is a point where like when every bit of art is really cool and it looks all pretty and everything's good, like I was having a conversation with my friend Julian today where there was a couple people in a Discord we're in talking about RPG games. What RPG games should you suggest to someone who's, you know, new, playing some new RPGs? And someone was talking about Cyberpunk and being like, you know, doing the whole, you know, oh, this many hours of content, which I think is something that's kind of dumb anyway, right? But there you go, look at that. I think that was cool. That was like well played. I was really careful. I used pausing a lot. I'll grab this stuff. Why not? And like this is a great example, right? None of this room is useful, right? There was some loot at the start that was good, but like, why does this room go so far back, right? And I think it comes down to like probably a bit of like artists making a cool place and then like game designers filling in afterwards, sort of thing, right? Like just workflow stuff. But also like, you know, there's a lot of this that is sort of grindy, right? I am just going through and killing Krugs, and then I'm killing Krugs in like a dining hall, and then I'm killing Krugs in like a bed hall, right? And then I'm coming back here, and I'm now gonna kill Krugs in a kitchen, right? Like, but the actual gameplay is the same. And like that fight that I had that was just like really tricky or whatever wasn't tricky because, you know, it was, whoops. Wasn't tricky because it was like interestingly designed, you know, in the same way like Dark Souls is tricky. It was tricky just because there was just a lot of stuff, just a flat out high number of dudes, and they happened to aggro onto some of my casters rather than my other guys, right? Like, there wasn't actually anything interesting about that encounter design wise. And so someone mentioned in this conversation I was talking about, Cyberpunk was like, oh yeah, look at how many hours of content it is, it's so cool. And my friend was like, that's nothing, you know, Skyrim, my favourite game, that has 600 hours of content or whatever, rather than 160 or whatever. And you know, it's just like, we're just like chatting and bantering or whatever, so I don't want to like get into it and with him and be like, oh well, you know, game design wise, blah, blah, blah. But like, I did start making fun of him a little bit and be like, yeah, you know, 600 hours of content. He said, and I replied like 600 hours of, you know, killing copy-pasted bandits, right? Like, because when you think of it, a lot of games use those big numbers. We're like, oh, this game has this many hours of content. And obviously, like, pure just hours of content isn't what makes a good game. But also, like, yeah, so back on the sort of point I was making, you know, you don't call that content. You don't say there's, you know, this many hours of content in Diablo, right? If you did count the content in Diablo, you'd probably count sort of the campaign content and then be like, and there's a load of endgame stuff that you can play infinitely. And I feel like stuff like Skyrim is sort of similar to that, where like 90% of the stuff in Skyrim is you explore a cave and it just has the same bandits in, which is essentially the same design as this, right? Which is fine, it's good. I like that that's in the game, you know, and I wouldn't want that to be taken out of the game. But I feel like the reason why it's not done more like it was in this sort of day is because of that. Is because that, like, well, hold on, I really don't like. I'm sure I'm gonna AoE explode these. Yeah, I don't want to get killed by them. Yeah, but I think that's why, like, I sort of am enjoying being in these and just like exploring these huge areas and just like getting lost in these worlds like I used to as a kid, right? But like at the same time, I'm like, oh god, the healer ran in again. At the same time, I sort of do also respect the idea of like, no, we're not going to do that. And it's not, you know, because we're lazy or anything. It's because we want to put more time into the content that is there. Let's get everyone here and throw him some more health potions because he's looking a little low on them. We don't need potions on this guy. This guy shouldn't have any potion. Guy is here to collect stuff that's valuable. I don't know how long it's going to be until I get to another, like, vendor. But, I do feel like I should perhaps start looking and throwing, like, some of this, like, 10 stuff. Defense 10, defense 11, like, that stuff I'm going to end up throwing away, right? Oh yeah, what was the other thing? The staff they picked up, right? Adds one to range, chance to block ranged attack. Chance to block ranged attack is nice, but I don't think it's really better than gaining mana. So first, interestingly, 24 to 36. I think that's a big upgrade, right? Yeah, it's an upgrade. And then piercing damage reduced by 4%, 6 armor, rather than 4 armor, 24 health. You can't wear that yet, but that's there for him. 4 armor, 24 health, rather than 3 armor, 15 health. That's an upgrade. Then the 6 armor uses a range, but it doesn't really matter. He loses quite a bit of health. And he loses armor rating. Yeah, that's not better. Holy shit, though. I don't know why he has this one annoying layer here, because like everything's 2 or 4. There's so little that's free that it's just like I'm gonna have to fill this in with like 1 slot stuff. And let's throw out some of the most useless stuff. Armor class 1 and armor class 11 is going. Everything else can stay for now. 16 to 19 I don't think is good enough. Also, she doesn't need that anymore. She wants something a bit heavier hitting. Now slam them free. Start popping off these guys. Lat shield. Feels like it could be good. Okay, and here we're coming through to that place I saw over the wall, right? There's also little cool things as well, like how the darklings are always just in the corners where there's low light. Like, it's a nice little touch. I like that. Another combat magic spells level on Runtha. Alright, let's have a quick little look at stuff. My guys will fight them automatically, so it's fine. Did I pick up something, like a ring or something? No, adds 2 to melee skill. That's interesting. It doesn't actually, melee skill doesn't actually show in damage as a stat that changes damage, which is interesting. Okay, interesting. He died quickly. And didn't drop anything. What else was there? There was something else, right? There was like a garment. Oh yeah, garment. 11... 17 health. I think that's quite a lot, and it's not a huge penalty in defense either. So we're starting to actually get some worthwhile robes here. It's good to see. Summon skeleton is now something I can do. I only have one skeleton. Okay, and I assume I can only have... If I cast this, you can only have one creation at a time, okay. Burns enemies with a sweep of fire. Let's try some flame. So that's pretty cool. The sweep of fire seems really strong, but I have to be real close to use it. Okay, it also takes a ton of his... Fuck! It also takes a ton of his mana. And annoyingly, the mana thing, like... For some reason, you can only, like, you can't tell a single person to drink unless you, I guess you, like, open up their inventory and, like, specifically right-click on a singular potion, but the hotkey to, like, drink a potion only makes everyone drink. I don't know how good melee skill is. Like, do I actually... Are the 2 melee skill gloves really good? Probably better than that, right? I'm gonna have that for now. Oh, holy. Hold on, is this like 2 crossroads in a row? This is 2 crossroads in a row. Holy shit, okay. Let's at least check that Brigadine. Can anyone wear that yet? No. 18 armor. That's, or 18 strength to wear, and that's 17 strength. Let's put these in there, because these actually like fill up space that otherwise would not get filled up. 5 and damage reduced by 5%, whereas this is defense 7. I think that's probably better. So at least these are quite nice, at least, because there's 2 crossroads in a row, but the side entrance of each crossroad just comes back, like they connect together. It didn't end up being too bad. Big donkey's on his way. Oh, hold on. I got the wrong one. I got spark when I want flash. Where'd that ring go? What is it? You already had 20 mana. Let's give this guy the biggest mana pool that any man has ever had. Nice. So this is actually called a horrid. Okay. Horrid club. And then over here there's nothing, right? It's just... Okay, cool. Horrid club, like... Oh, and he can use this. Holy... I remember this place being big, but holy... Okay. Oh, that wasn't to blow up the wall, that was just... Okay. This one I'm gonna leave... I'm gonna happily leave Donkey up at the top for a little. Oh, hey. Rogue Commander. Like areas like this are a great example as well, because like this area is huge. Actually, oh, what's that place called? There's a place in Skyrim. Is it Blackreach? There's a place in Skyrim that is also a perfect example of this thing, where it's like this area isn't particularly pretty, but like the area that I'm thinking of in Skyrim is like huge. I think it is Blackreach. It's huge and it's beautiful and it's super cool. And you go there and you're like, oh wow, I really want to explore this place, right? And then there's just like literally nothing there. There's like one quest that you're meant to go there for, and that's like it. And it's like not very interesting, right? And that's the sort of thing I mean, where it's just like. It's just like, I can understand why game developers wouldn't want to put that in, even if it can make their worlds sometimes seem a little bit smaller. Like, you don't get the sort of majesty of exploring a world this big and just being like, wow, look at all this stuff. Let's get this guy popping off pew-pews all over the place again. I liked that. Randomly popping crates and stuff. A woolly cap. Oh, that's actually a thing. Okay, 120 gold is better than the last one of those that I opened. Gotta be near the end now, right? Like, this place is so big, it's incredible. Oh, look at this. Holy. Holy as well. There's one of these over here attacking my donkey. No, don't crash it. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. You've crashed, haven't you? You've crashed. You've gone and done it. You've gone and crashed. Right. luckily I've got much better at constantly saving. Oh, that was a waste. So let's just make sure we get a save under like and subscribe. No, you're not going to crash again, are you? He is going to crash again. He is going to crash again. That wasn't long. That was the shortest amount of time I've gone before a crash ever. So I don't want to go down anywhere yet. I want to clear out this top area first. Dude, yeah, the flame thing is so strong in a situation like this. There's definitely something about this game. It definitely, a lot of this comes down to like knowledge and just like having an idea how a situation will go. Because every time I've ever had to do a fight twice in this game, I swear, every time, the second time has been absolutely like piss easy because I know how to do it. Maybe those underground bits, like going lower down, is actually like side areas. Possible. Ooh, legendary. Legendary. Five defense, 15 health, and minus 11 mana. Holy. Alright, let's... Oh, I don't want to stop right now. I want to push through and get to the end, right? No, not that at all. Quickly move into the side room, get this done. Okay, so I have a feeling that this might be the exit. I have a feeling that this might be the exit. How much strength does he have now? He has 16 strength, so he can go from 44 to 60 on his armor. He has 6 and damage 4%. Add one to nature. Add 2 range, that's not great. 6 and 4%, so none of that's good. Defense 5 and 15 health is good, but he has 15 health and 7 armor and adds mana. Not that he needs mana, but he has adds mana. There we go, 4 and 21, that's what I've been waiting for, right? 4 and 21 is big. Again, 21 health is a lot. Adds 3 mana per hit. Not great. I'm interested in, does that adds 3 mana per hit work if I equipped to say her? Doesn't matter, strength 13, I can't do that anyway. Okay, and he is strength 16 and he's my strongest character, so strength 17 and strength 18 stuff is pointless. Okay, so let's have a look at least. Yes, that is the exit. So what we want to do now is go down here. Holy moly. Dude, Flame is so good. Whenever I get into like a picky situation, I should just like immediately hook up Flame. That was a good, successful first one. Hop back and find the other two and then get out of here. I think some of these are just down there on purpose, just to be sort of aesthetically there. Just crates, I'm not super interested in that. You sounds like there's some dark boys. Let's go as far back. I think there's another one here, right? Yeah, so this is going to be the first one we do. Yeah, this is the one that almost killed my a donkey last time. Okay, so there's no on this side. Which means just... Oh, holy shit. 2 of those at once was a little bit too much. Oh, wizard cap. That's adorable. Oh, are these two the same one? Okay. I see, so I literally went down the worst one possible because it seems like they purposely put like the first one that you will face as being the one right where all the big guys are. Well, that's good because that means we've done them all. Oh no, they're both that side. Okay, so this one still is a new one. One more, one more. Oh, hey.
Bravely done. These lot aren't much of a threat, but I'd stake me man there's someone higher up pulling their strings. The overseer of Glasser needs to be told, and soon. If you're heading that way, I'd be most appreciative if you passed the word along. I'd go with you, but I'll have me hands full getting me lads back to work. Now, don't dally about. Get word to the overseer.
Nice. And that's Glorian's quest done, right? I think. I actually don't know if I'm going the right way now. Yeah, I am. Here we go, here we go. Here. Oh, and that was the one that was down already, right? Yeah. Donkey. Here we go. So check this. Rescue Torg has been completed. Report Torg's findings is in my new quest. 2 dexterity. What does 2 dexterity actually do for me? Um, 11 armor, 17 health. So I got another one. This can go on her when she's got enough thing. I'll put this on her. I don't know if dexterity actually really helps me that much. I mean, it increases armor rating actually. So if it increases armor rating, I should probably put it on him because he needs that a bit more, maybe. Also allows him to use a load of stuff that he doesn't need to use. And also, it's snowy now. And here we are. Town of Glacian. All these crazy looking things. Lore. I like that about old games as well, the sort of oh, here we go, this is a perfect place to end, so we can start next time right by the sign that says Glacian. Beautiful. These snow wolves are hardy, dude. Holy. So what were the other things? There were a few other things, I swear, right? So he's 16 strength still, so there's nothing more impressive he can wear. What did I pick up that was like... Oh, that'll be useful for a thing, I think. I picked up Scythe, yeah, that's kind of cool. I guess it was that thing that I just saw then, right? The, add 17 health. Use on him because he's the most likely to be able to use them. Yeah, this seems like it's definitely going to be better. Yeah, that's big. Can he use this? He cannot yet. Okay. So, this is going to be a proper save now. Like and subscribe. Save. And we're done. Oh, a few crashes. A little bit stressful. I can't remember how long it is. I seem to remember that it's not like... It's not that Glacian is just like literally over that hill. Like I feel like I need to go down over that hill and then down a little bit and then across to Glacian. So there's still a little bit to go. That's something that I remember about a lot of these games. It was quite common that you get sort of like an intro area to the next sort of town before you get to the town, rather than just like coming out of the last area and being like, oh, here's the town. So it sort of like sets you up for later. But yeah, we still got a little way to go before we get to the town, and we can do that next time. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And please stop texting me Dominoes.